There was a very interesting news story that has dropped because of WrestleVotes, so I figure we could talk about it now. During the latest episodes of WrestleVotes Radio on Sportskeeda, there has been talks of a Judgment Day member leaving the group. WrestleVotes has come out and said that the group is starting to get a little bloated. And basically, there has been talks within the company to have Carlito removed from the group. There is no timetable, but they do believe by the end of the year, Carlito and the plans for him in the Judgment Day will come to the end. There have been plans to separate him from the group and just allow him and go singles run. You know, this is actually an interesting story because the Judgment Day just added Raquel Rodriguez, which I think makes a lot of sense, and I think it's a good thing for Raquel to be involved. We did predict that a while ago. But when I think of Carlito, and I look at the current WWE atmosphere, I don't know what you could do with Carlito as a singles guy.
Right hand cam super chatted $5. Great show as always, can't believe I've been a member for 22 months, wow.
Cam dropping the $5 super chat. Great show as always, can't believe I've been a member for 22 months now. Yeah, Cam, appreciate your loyalty, appreciate your love. Really, really appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much, and thank you again for all your support. Isn't Judgment Day 4 people? I'm asking, I don't watch much WWE. So the Judgment Day is Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Dom Mysterio, and Carlito. You got 6 people. Now, the thing is, I like JD McDonough in the group. I like Finn Balor in the group. But I've already talked about this before. Finn Balor should probably leave the group. Finn Balor, we need to get Demon Finn Balor back. We need to get that side of Finn Balor back. Finn Balor could be competing for the World Championships. Finn Balor doesn't need to be involved in this group anymore. If anything, I would keep the Judgment Day between Liv, Dom, and Raquel. But eventually, I've already said this, eventually Liv Morgan is going to break Dominic Mysterio's heart. And he's going to be all alone. So I think the entire group will fold at some point. Maybe by next year, WrestleMania time. But as far as the Judgment Day goes now, Carlito definitely doesn't need to be in the group. But at the same time, what do you do with Carlito? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do with Carlito in a singles role? I mean, you can move him to SmackDown and put him in the mix for the US title. Because SmackDown's mid-card is somewhat lacking. But when we look at the Intercontinental Championship picture, I don't know if I would really want Carlito to take over. I don't know if I would really want Carlito to be involved in that mix. So what do you do with Carlito? You had him in the LWO. Then you moved him to the Judgment Day. I mean, do we get to the point where maybe Carlito... I don't know. I really don't know, man. I saw someone in the chat say, hey, maybe Carlito could get an NXT run since they need some top heels in the championship picture. Which, I mean, technically could make a lot of sense. The thing about Carlito is he could still go. You know what I mean? He could still go. But what are you going to do with that? That's really the thing that, like, I just don't know what you do with him. And there's just so many people not being utilized. There's already a lot of people not being utilized. Great question. What happened to Baron Corbin? Nats fan 31. Great question. Yeah, like, I don't know if Baron Corbin is sidelined with an injury or something. I don't know. But Baron Corbin should be in the mid-card title picture. So you already have people like Baron Corbin not being used. You take Carlito out of the Judgment Day. What are you doing with Carlito? And I like Carlito. I'm just trying to figure it out from a perspective of like the way Triple H does things. Tough, man. I thought Carlito, by the way, when he saw Raquel Rodriguez join the group, his reaction to it was quite funny. So there is stuff that you can do with him in the group. But honestly, I don't even think this is like, I personally don't think the Judgment Day is that exciting now. And I want those tag titles off of Finn and JD. So, man, I'm predicting that the group folds by next year, but you know what, man? Let's get away from this shit. Let's start speeding it up a little bit. The Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, Liv, and Raquel, that could be its own thing. Don't bring down Rhea. Well, Rhea's not in the group anymore, but don't bring down Finn and JD and all that. I feel like the Judgment Day already hit its peak. I feel like the stuff that happens with Dom and Liv don't necessarily impact Carlito or anybody else. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Carlito leaving the group makes a lot of sense. It also made a lot of sense for Raquel to join the group. WWE, obviously, according to the report, does not have any timetable for this. Make it fun and exciting. Make it fun and exciting. When you have Carlito get kicked out of the group, make it fun and exciting. Create a storyline out of it. Do something out of it. But I will say this, because we are live. I miss when R-Truth and Damian Priest and Finn, all of them were doing their storylines on TV and those promos, and R-Truth was just being funny as hell. Ever since this Judgment Day thing became like a romantic thing, I feel like my interest throughout time has gone less and less. But again, Liv Morgan's going to break Dominic Mysterio's heart and then he'll be all alone. So we'll see how that all transpires on television. I don't know. Could be really interesting to see though, for sure.